Mermaid. Hey everyone, it's Abby, your Everyday Mermaid, and this is
Lauren,
my Mergal pal, and you're listening to the Everyday Mermaid podcast. We are sharing the ins and outs.
You mean fins and outs.
Of being a mermaid.
We bring you the latest news, interviews with celebrities, and of course,
A hashtag Jody moment for our girl Jody Benson, the voice of the Little Mermaid.
let's dive in to the Everyday Mermaid podcast.
Hey everybody, it's Abby, your Everyday Mermaid, and this is
Lauren.
my Mergal pal, and you're listening to the Everyday Mermaid podcast.
As if we weren't enough like twins before, look at us now.
We're matchy, because we just returned from the happiest place on earth.
So true. I want to go back.
Take me back, Lauren. It was the most wonderful. Can't we just live there?
Yes, actually, you can.
It's true. What's it called? Disney,
I don't remember.
Oh, dang it.
So it's like a Disney village, but it's like a
It
whole,
is,
it's
yes.
a whole thing.
It's yes. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe if we get enough sponsors one day, we can just swim on down there and have a home there.
Hi-yo.
That'd be lovely.
That would be great.
Well, friends, we thought we would just share a lovely recap of our, essentially, it was a mermaid-themed trip
Yes.
for show.
Entirely.
For show.
That was me. I'm
Are
so
you
sorry.
buzzing?
Yes. Putting it down. Yeah. So many moons ago, we were talking about Abby's birthday, and the decision came swiftly upon us to hike it on down to Disney World. Abby's birthday is very well placed
It is.
in the month of January. So January, January and the beginning of February tends to be some of the lowest crowd times to go. And so we were like, this is perfect. This will
Yep.
be great.
Yep.
And so we picked the week before MLK Day weekend, to go. And we booked it early, y'all.
So early.
And we were looking at hotels and everything. And I was like, hey, Abby, the rates are really, really good right now for the art of animation. So we booked a Little Mermaid room.
Oh my gosh, Lauren, it was the most magical experience I've ever had. And I don't know that our vlog will be up yet when this is, it might be up. I have a whole vlog about it, of our experience, and going through first time, that's the first time I'd ever stayed at the Art of Animation. They have the big giant statues of Ariel and Ursula and Sebastian, King Triton. Oh my gosh. And they had the Eric statue. When I say I started talking in squeaks.
Yeah.
Because I could not form words.
It's true.
It was magical. And whenever you open the shower, the shower wall is the grotto, and your seashell headboard has a bubble that lights up. Oh my gosh, y'all.
The table has the sheet music on it from the movie, and it's correct.
It's actually correct.
It's correct sheet music.
Yes. The seashell chairs that go with the desk. And I just the mirrors had seashell. There's
a picture of Eric on his ship with Max the dog on the wall.
It's so freaking good. I don't want to stay anywhere else.
I know.
Forget, I don't care about these fancy resorts.
If I could book right now, I would, but
Absolutely.
I actually cannot book
I know.
this early.
I know. I've already checked, Lauren. I've already checked.
So there's a possibility this may become an annual thing.
Yes.
So
We have to do it.
That's where we're at.
I really think so. I keep telling people I'm thinking about us doing the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, but I'm I just can't wait that long.
I know.
I don't know if I can wait.
I won't be able to go in October of this year, 2022.
Right. No, not this year.
I have some other things happening.
You're getting married or something like that.
It's true. Maybe we'll go back. we're going to go back in time and we're going to get all caught up because we're skipping like the first half of the trip.
Oh my
which
gosh.
was also just as magical.
It was so magical, Lauren.
So like we decided to drive, which honestly like was a really great idea. I loved that. I mean, flying is awesome because you can get transportation, whatever. But we had some other stops we wanted to make and like other people that we had planned on seeing. So it worked out rather well to drive. And from Nashville, it's really not that bad. It's been a 10-hour drive, and we broke it up. And so we stopped in Atlanta and we went to the
Georgia Aquarium, which I got this from the Georgia Aquarium not our time, but the last time. It has a little whale shark on it. In my mug.
Abby loves a whale shark.
I love them so much. I love them so much.
Did not know how big they were.
They're ginormous.
They're humongous.
And they're filter feeders, so they're not going to eat you. You know, they're just there swimming, living their best life, looking beautiful.
Yeah, they're humongous. So we did a lot at the aquarium.
We did a lot, and I like the Georgia Aquarium. They have a lot of like stuff about conservation and taking care of all of our marine friends. Like, they do a really good job at educating, especially when it comes to conservation. I just really appreciate them for that.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of an aquarium that I visited when I was in New Zealand, and they do the same thing where they only keep animals that can't survive in the wild and have been hand reared their whole lives. But now this particular aquarium is famous for their penguins. They're little. I forget what they're called.
I remember you telling me. I think we talked about it on the podcast.
They're little and they're tiny and they're blue and they sound like little dog squeak toys. But you guys might actually know about them because they're famous for having their penguin of the month and their bad penguin. Their good penguin of the month and their bad penguin of the month, and like reasons why these penguins are in trouble or good. And it's real funny.
Yes. So good.
But yeah, they have a similar kind of vibe where they're like, here are these penguins that they have.
Yeah.
They can't survive because they're real dopey.
Yeah.
Or they got messed up real bad.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We saw otters.
Yeah, we saw otters and sea lions and beluga whales.
Oh my God, they were fun.
So cute. Just the little big old beluga whales. And then, there was one sea turtle tank.
Oh yeah,
in the big tank,
and he was just like, he was not having it for anybody. Was really funny. He'd just be like, "Get out of my way."
Yeah, he'd run into people, or not people, but like manta rays and stuff. Oh, so good! It's a fabulous aquarium. If you ever have the chance to go, you should go. Listeners,
it's true.
Yeah. So we did that,
and then the next day, I had a bridal appointment at Anthropologie. Has a bridal salon called Beholden. And might have picked out my wedding dress.
She found her dress on the mermaid trip. It's beautiful.
It was so magical.
It really was.
It's so pretty.
So pretty.
So that's like a nice big thing off my checklist.
Totally.
Very happy with that.
Yep. So pretty.
Yeah. And then we got in the car, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to rip, roar. Ripping, rolling, and punching. Yeah, and then we drove 6 hours to Disney World, and it was, oh my God, it was so good.
It was so much fun. It was the 50th anniversary, so they were doing a lot of like special things. Yep. And Lauren, I told you I ran today for the first time in a long time.
How'd that feel?
It was good, but really, you want to know why I decided to run today? I mean, it was over 30 degrees and the sun was out, so I was like, okay, thank God. But
because you needed to fight the depression from being away from Disney World?
That, yes, for sure. This whole past week, like, I love my family. I love Nashville, Tennessee, but y'all, it was a sad week. I'm just like, I want to be at Disney World.
I know.
But I ate so much food at Disney World, and like the bad stuff,
we
like
had
the
lot
chocolate,
of
chicken tenders, sugar. I always get cotton candy. I just love cotton candy. I just love it. I mean, the sugary drinks, the coffees. I just tell you what, I feel large and in charge.
That's so true. We got to give a big shout out to Anna B. Spence, though.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. My sister. So we booked Epcot one day, and I was hanging out with my sister, who is an expert, I would say now, at the Disney World experience. She said, Abby, you're going to need to book some restaurant, some dining, something in Epcot, because there's just not a ton of like quick service things that you're gonna like.
She was correct.
And she was completely correct. And she was like, I mean, hang out in France all day, really. Like, it's like she recommended the crepe place in France for dinner. And oh, Lauren.
Oh my God.
It was so good.
We got two, and we shared them, and we got the ratatouille one, and obviously,
right,
and the salmon one, and the ratatouille is vegetarian, and so it's just vegetables in it. And when I tell you that those vegetables hit our stomachs, like our bodies sang.
Yes, they're like, thank God, a vegetable. Thank God. What have you people been doing?
It was so good. It was so good.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it was really fast. We sat down, they brought us the food, and that was it.
We were early. That was it. We were early for our our reservation, and they just, a table opened up for us, and they were like, oh yeah, come on and sit down. And we sat, but literally by the time we sat, we got our food, we paid and got up, it was 5 minutes past our reservation time.
So crazy.
Super quick.
Yeah, so fast.
So yeah, the first, okay, we keep doing this. It's fine. We love it. Whatever. So the first day that we were there, we got there and we freaked out. We just freaked out a lot. We just freaked out a lot.
Yep.
Abby stopped talking in coherent sentences and words. She just reduced to squeaks.
Yep.
Real good.
Yeah.
Unloaded all of our crap in the room. Freaked out a little bit more.
Yep.
And decided we needed to go to Disney Springs. And, pre-shop.
Yeah. Just, see what's out there,
right.
Got
to do your pre-shopping on, because you don't want to do the full shopping yet, because you got to go to the parks.
Yeah,
you got to go to the parks and see what all is there. Because you can kind of tell what's going to be exclusive to the parks and what's going to be over at the wonderful world of Disney in Disney Springs. So you got to do your pre-shopping and say, okay, here's what I'm definitely going to see in the parks. It's going to be fine. So we go do that, and then we had dinner. And yeah, that was great. And then we had to go to bed early. Got to go to bed early.
Yeah.
Because
we're there for, we there.
Yeah. We don't, we're not.
We don't mess around.
No. Moment we can get in there to the moment they kick us out.
No sleep.
No sleep. Bus. Club. Another club. Another club. Another club. Plane. Next place.
So then we got, it's Magic Kingdom, first day.
Hitting it hard.
Yeah. We're up. These were our real cute outfits.
Yep.
Did we coordinate outfits? 100%.
What?
100%. I got my sister to get her cricket out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Important decisions were made.
Really. I mean, that's half of the experience.
It's true. Oh, I figured out what I'm going to do with my Yzma backpack, by the way.
What?
I'm going to stuff newspaper back into it, and I'm going to put her on a shelf.
I love it.
It's
too good not to
good.
display.
Yeah, I'm going to display the living daylights out of that thing.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, so our outfits were as follows.
Yeah. So Magic Kingdom Day, I have this Loungefly outfit that I love, and the skirt is the skirt's got a picture of bookshelf on it, but it's all the Disney princess books, and it's got little things and tchotchkes from all the different books.
When I say every time we walked anywhere, people were like, oh, that's how it was. Everyone freaked out about that skirt, and it's so good.
It's beautiful. It's perfection. It's got a sweater that goes with it, but it was cold. It was
a little chilly.
There were 20-degree differences between within an hour.
Yeah.
So I did wear the sweater, but not many people saw it. Anyway, so that was me. And then Abby.
I did a Moana Disney bound. I had a Moana top, crop top thing. And I had her, the Heart of Tafiti necklace,
Mm-hmm.
a jean jacket, and then a brown fun little flowy skirt with my tennis shoes. But
it was real cute.
And I had some rose gold
Oh yeah.
ears. My sister actually let me borrow those. Those were from my sister. So.
Nice.
Yeah, it was super fun.
That was really cute.
Yeah.
So that was day 1. And then Magic Kingdom and okay. So, Abby and I have both been to the Be Our Guest restaurant.
Yes.
So we were like, okay, we've done that. That's cool.
Check.
That's great. And right now, the only character like experiences that you can get at those restaurants, like they just come in and they wave a little bit and then they leave. And when I did it at Be Our Guest, it was just Beast. So he came out, he'd wave a little bit and he'd go. So Abby has been to the Cinderella Castle. Like she's eaten there. I have not. And I was like, cool, it's your birthday and all, but we gonna get fancy.
Yes.
Fancy dining.
No, I had never been. I have never eaten at Cinderella's Castle. It was amazing.
It was so good. And
It was
Cinderella was
delightful.
there.
Cinderella was there.
She came
She
in.
waved. We were up there in her castle, like all the like beautifulness of it all. You can see all of this in the vlog,
Yeah.
by the way.
Mhm.
But oh my gosh, it was magical. And like when you walk into the castle, you know, you can see on the wall there, Gus and Jack.
Yeah.
And so it's just they just did a really good job.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. I love it so much.
Yes, yes.
So pretty.
It was great.
Yes. So we did that.
Uh-huh.
It was magical.
Uh-huh.
Expensive, but
Uh-huh.
worth every penny.
Then we did we stayed for the fireworks,
yes.
which was heavily debated.
I have words. So Lauren had never seen Happily Ever After. If you are not a Disney fan, you're like, what are these girls talking about? You may just want to like not listen to this episode. But Lauren had never seen Happily Ever After fireworks show. And to me, that show gets me in my feels. I cry every time.
She showed it to me on YouTube and still cried.
Yes. Yes. I cry every time. And it's so amazing. And so I'm like, this is the 50th anniversary. Like, they have to up their game. It was fine. Did I cry? No. I even like tried to force it. I'm like, this is so beautiful. I'm in Disney World. This is so magical. I could not force myself to get emotional. That's how that's how rough it was. And I mean, it's still magical. And the fact that they can do all those projections is so amazing and beautiful, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I have been spoiled by the Happily Ever After. And that's where I stand.
That's fair.
I mean, what did you think?
I got it. It was beautiful. I had a lot of I could feel myself being like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very kid-esque. And then Abby showed me the YouTube video of the one that came before, and I was like, oh, okay, I do understand. I tell you what, though, the projections that they do on that castle,
It's so cool.
that is cool. That's some ingenuity right there.
Yeah.
That is really neat. And they do that for both, which is really neat. But yeah, I do get it. At the same time, I'm like, God dang, man, those fireworks are cool.
I know. No, totally. It's beautiful and amazing. And I was just expecting more and
that's fair.
got less.
Yes.
And Disney's all about, I preach it, under promise, over deliver.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get the delivery.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, I needed more.
It's fine.
It's fine for sure.
I want more.
Yeah. So it was fine.
We hurt at the end of the night. We were hurting. We could
Oh
feel
my
it.
gosh. I mean, after every night, my feet were like,
I
why?
know. So yeah, but it was great.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Even it's perfect even in its imperfectness.
For sure.
So, day 2 Disney was Epcot. And that was really, really nice because that park didn't open until 10. So we got to do the little bit of the sleeping in. And it was our Yzma and Kronk day, which for those of you who don't know, I found a Loungefly purse that was Yzma as her cat form. And so that's what I wore as Kronk. And my sister has a cricket. And so I had her make me a t-shirt that said, my spinach puffs.
It's so good.
And I had a picture of the spinach puffs on it. So it was like, it was right on brand. And Abby was Yzma.
Yes, I had a fun little black dress and my just like fuzziest purplish coat thing with the earrings and a little headband.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
And one of the cast members like really liked our vibe. As soon as
Yes,
we walked in,
this is
she
so
was
cute.
very, very pleased.
Yes.
I think we saw the most characters at Epcot.
We did.
Yeah.
We saw Anna and Elsa,
Alice.
Mulan.
Uh-huh.
We didn't see we never saw
No.
Pocahontas at all.
No.
Sad. Oh, she's at Animal Kingdom. That's why we didn't see
yeah.
her. And
Snow White. We saw
Snow White.
Mhm.
Yes.
There was somebody else too.
Yeah. We saw a lot.
Yeah.
We didn't see Belle.
We never saw Belle.
But we did go to her sing-along,
That's true.
which was odd.
That was real weird.
Why did they change the story?
I don't know. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, honestly, you don't want to know. It was not good. So they have, it's just a screen projection movie, and you sing along with the songs. It definitely not as cute as the sing along on an Elsa one that they've got over at Hollywood Studios. This is not live action. This is literally just a movie. They do it in the same pavilion that they do the France video, which I maintain is still a gorgeously done video.
For sure.
It's amazing. Anyway, so basically in the story, they've changed it that LeFou was like the background character the whole time and was like working to get Belle and the Beast together. It was real bad.
I didn't love it.
It was real bad. I was
But
like,
we sang a lot.
yeah. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
So that was.
We did the new Ratatouille ride.
Yep.
That was super fun.
I am so about those rides, so I tend to get plane, train, automobile. You can put me on anything, and my stomach stays where my stomach's supposed to stay. You put me in a 3D motion ride, I gotta take those glasses off when things start coming in my face. I'll vomit right on you.
It's so sad. It's so fun.
So that ride is a lot like that. There's a lot of things like you're actually moving around in a car, in a little mouse. You're in a mouse car thing.
It's so cute.
And you got a lot of things coming at you, and so I had to take the glasses off a lot because I was like, oh, I'm gonna puke.
Yeah.
Cool. But it's fun.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else did we do? Test Track.
Oh yeah, Abby hadn't been on Test Track.
I hadn't done Test Track. I'm just like cars, non-Disney themed things. I'm like, why would I do it?
That's really what Epcot is, though. It's got a lot of non-Disney
I know. That's
things
why.
in
I
it.
think that's why I like Epcot. I just, just not a place that I say I gotta go. But I loved seeing all the new stuff.
Yeah, and and they got all the characters. That's always fun.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, we did Anna and Elsa's Frozen Adventure ride, which is always a
so
pleasure.
cute.
So cute. Epcot tends to be a confusing place for me. I love it because there's like all the stuff to look at.
Right.
But oh my gosh, it's a haul. You just gotta you are dragging yourself all across every which way. And then you have places like Morocco, and it's these beautiful buildings that ain't got nothing in them.
It's very confusing.
It is very confusing. And they've got to do they either need to take it out Africa, they need to take out Africa, or they need to actually make it legitimate, because they've basically made an entire continent, not a country, it's a continent in Epcot, like 2 or 3 thatched roof huts and a shrubbery of Rafiki holding up baby Simba.
Not their finest moment.
It's a continent, an entire.
Yeah. We'll have to,
Strongly worded letters.
Yes.
Anywho.
So, yeah, we walked around the world several times.
Mm-hmm.
And it was super fun. We saw the new show that they did.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of sad because there's a part that wasn't working of the show, but I mean it was still I enjoyed that show.
Yeah, it was very pretty.
Yeah, I loved that. And that's where I got my magical mermaid doll.
Oh yeah.
Which you guys can go watch on my YouTube channel. I have a Disney World treasures haul because that's how much stuff we got.
Mind you, this haul doesn't include everything.
It
that I
doesn't
got.
have all of Lauren's things. No. Just mine. So
I didn't score as big as you did, though.
I saved up for a long, long time
Yeah.
and was determined to get all the things I wanted.
That's fair. That's fine. That's fine. It was beautiful. It was wonderful.
Yes.
And it's so funny too because like, you know, when you're traveling with somebody, you know, like you're carrying, sometimes you end up carrying a lot of things. And so Abby's got this like, oh, we got some reusable 50th anniversary big
tote bags.
big grocery totes.
Big old tote
yeah,
bags.
Great. And so Abby very smartly brought it with her to every park so that, you know, anytime we bought stuff, like we weren't having to like stuff it into other bags or, you know, use the plastic. And so she got this really, really beautiful thing, but it's big, like this big thing while we were in Epcot. And she got about like, you still got it like midway through the day or no, towards the end of the day. Anyway, so when you're traveling with somebody, like, you know, the kind thing to do is to be like, do you want me to carry that for you for a little while? Like, like here, let me take it off of you. And I'm not kidding. Abby's like, no. I was like, okay, that's fine. She's like, I just like holding on to my treasures. I really like having them.
I do. I love it so much. Oh, I'm a lot like Ariel in that sense where I like to have my collection.
It's true. On her.
On me at all times.
Yeah. So she hauled that sucker around all day.
It was
great.
wonderful.
It was beautiful.
Yep.
Kept a close eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got Disney Monopoly.
Yes.
I did get Disney Monopoly. That's really pretty.
Yeah, super cool. It's got the castle in the middle.
Yeah, it does. That's beautiful. So that was day 2. And then the third day was Hollywood Studios. I am very so-so about Hollywood Studios.
Oh no.
I like it. I think it's fine. But like
you.
Toy Story Land is phenomenal. That
So
is so
cool.
well done. But I am very so-so about Star Wars.
Right.
I'm like, it's fine. It's whatever. It's fine. Now, part of the problem too is that I have never, not once, I've ridden it twice.
I know.
I've ridden it twice. And neither time has been the full experience of Rise of the Resistance.
Which is a shame
Yeah,
because I walked off the first time I did that, and it was the full thing. It wasn't like COVID restrictions. I walked off of that and I was like, holy moly, I cannot believe what I just saw. Like, I cannot believe what just happened. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
It's like some of the newest technologies that they've done.
And they immerse you into it immediately. Like, they put you in this like separate, you know, ship thing that takes you to the big ship. Like, it's a whole thing. But this time they just, you know, I saw the ships. They were right there that we were supposed to walk into, but then they take you through like a cast member section. That's just like a dinky hallway into the room where the stormtroopers are. And I mean, if you want to kill the magic, that's a great way to do it because I was like, what?
Because it's literally like an office hallway, like fluorescent lighting, you know, like cement gray paint on the wall, big fat exit sign, like definitely where cast members like exit in and out of the ride. So I was like, oh, cool. It's the exact same way it was before. This is totally not worth it. For me, you know. Yeah. And Abby's like, wait, what? This is the way you've done it before? I was like, yeah, this is the exact same thing as before. And she goes, oh no. She was so sad for me.
It was
it's
just not the same.
Well, especially when I think about people like waiting 3 hours in line for this ride.
Yes.
And part of the problem is that ride, it has like a whole experience to it. Like it's supposed to be a longer ride, but I guess my assumption is that it's COVID or part of it breaks down and I have no idea. I have no idea why they do what they're doing. You know, this is, maybe we should talk to Molly. She's the Disney lady. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why does anybody wait 3 hours in line for this ride?
I know. Well, they don't tell you like beforehand. Like we didn't know.
No.
Obviously, we didn't wait 3 hours for it.
No. Oh, that was the best part though.
Yeah.
We didn't have to they're not doing at least right now, they're not doing the lightning lane thingy, the where you have to like wake up at 7 a.m. and get a boarding group. They're not doing that right now for Rise of the Resistance. It's a whole thing. Thank you. Virtual queue. And that was great. I was like, because that was a pain last time. And so but we were staying on the resort, so we got extra magic hours. So we got our butts up and we hightailed it over to Rise of the Resistance, and we got our tail ends in line. 45 minutes.
Yep, easy peasy.
Perfect.
Even though I just couldn't believe that they would do that. But it is because it's close quarters in that smaller one, so I think it is COVID related. But
the only thing that they had changed is they'd taken the plexiglass down off of the car that you're in.
Oh, they had plexiglass?
Yeah, it had plexiglass
oh my
up in between the front and the back seats.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So anywho, we did the Rise of the Resistance. Because I like Star Wars. I quite enjoy it.
Good.
And so it was really fun. And we saw Rey.
Oh yeah. She was all over the place.
If anybody is friends with Rey at Disney World, please holler at your girl, because I got some fantastic photos of her that she needs to have. So if anyone knows.
Yeah. And we saw some stormtroopers.
And then we went to Toy Story Land and did Slinky Dog and Toy Story Mania.
It's one of my favorites.
And then what else did we do? Mickey and Minnie's
Runaway Railway,
which was so cute. Had not done that.
It took over the Great Movie Ride. Rest in peace. I know why. I understand it, but also but they've done a good job with it. It's super cute. And yeah, they've worked really hard on that.
Yeah.
And oh my god, what else do we do? That's where the jewelry store is. They've got
I found the Maleficent necklace that is in my haul. Really good stuff. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in there that I definitely wanted.
Yeah, Hollywood Studios is good for a shopping spree.
Really good.
Show.
We got to see the Beauty and the Beast show.
Oh, that's what we did mostly. Oh my god. Oh, the shows. We did a bunch of the shows. So we did Anna and Elsa's Frozen sing along.
So fun.
So much fun.
We love those.
Always a great time.
Yep.
Saw Dad asleep.
Yes. Hilarious.
Precisely as you should. It's air conditioned. It's dark. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a solid way to get in your 15 minutes of sleep before the show starts. Great.
That would be Ben.
Yes. Then we saw Indiana Jones and the Great Stunt Show.
Which they've been doing this for years, and they're like, we redid it. And I'm like, this is the same show.
It is the exact same show. It has not changed an iota since I was a kid. My sister was born in Miami. We used to go to Walt Disney World all the time. I have seen that show as a child, and I remember going, this is exactly the same.
Yeah.
This has not changed at all.
I'm like, what?
and not at all. Including the guy that she punches out and he flips backward on top of his head and flops back down. I was like,
how?
It is the exact same.
It's very bizarre.
Yeah, we never pays your bills.
But you know what else is really bizarre, Lauren? Was the Beauty and the Beast show.
Oh my god, that was so funny. It was so funny. So tell me this: why are the Indiana Jones people allowed to touch each other, and to do their stunts and tricks and stuff like that? But Beauty and the Beast, it has to stay 6 feet apart and yearn from the top of the stairs to the bottom of the stairs. That's what Belle and the Beast did. They yearned for each other from 6 feet apart. It was secondhand embarrassment.
So I have to tell you, the last time, so we did Hollywood Studios in August, and the actors and actresses actually really did a good job, and I didn't even notice the distance until the very end, when I was like, why aren't they even kissing or anything at the end? They always do the end scene where they're like, oh, they're yeah. I'm like, what's happening? That's the only time. That's when I finally noticed. This time it was painful. And you notice right away.
Well, and you can tell that the cast has been
overworked.
Not even chopped in half. It's a quarter of the cast it's supposed to be.
Yeah. It was a lot.
It was painful because they're I have a degree in theater. Abby has done a lot of theatrical things. We know a show that is strife with stress.
This show.
The show was 20 minutes of pure adrenaline running through their veins, just surviving.
We felt it.
I was like, my heart is, I'm going to have it. Heart palpitations. This whole thing is giving me heart palpitations. The poor man playing Lumiere, because like literally they had to elongate these tiny, tiny little baby scenes so that the actors could just change clothes. Because the actor playing like the baker in the first scene has to take not even 30 seconds. We're talking like 10, 15 seconds, switch his entire outfit to be Lumiere, and then come back out and play this whole other scene.
Sweating profusely.
And that was the key. That was like, oh, that's how I
Yeah.
really knew. Because like his hair was kind of messed up. And I was like, oh, look at his pants. He's Lumiere. Oh my God. And I just watched him the rest of the time. I was like, how fast is this having to go? Oh my God. I mean, just my heart. It hurt. It hurt so bad.
Gosh.
I was so uncomfortable for them. Because I'm like, this is... So Beast stays the same, Belle stays the same, Gaston stays the same. That's it. Everybody else had to play multiple different roles. And I'm so sorry.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
For any of you watching, we feel you.
Y'all worked
see
so
you.
hard. You did the absolute best that you could.
Oh my gosh.
You could tell y'all were working.
Yeah.
So I really hope you're getting paid a living wage. I doubt it, but because that's just the life that we're living in right now. Pay your people more. Yeah, you did the best that you absolutely could. We could tell.
Yep.
The children loved it.
Totally. Nobody else would have known.
No.
We just have a radar for these things.
And,
Woo.
we had kind of done our research beforehand, too. Like, we've talked to a
This
lot of
is
people.
true.
We're involved with a lot of other Disney folk. And so we were like,
Yes.
we know what we're looking
We
for.
see. Yes. Oh, boy.
That was rough.
Yeah. But it all was fine. We had a lovely day. We went back to our lovely hotel, cried because we had to go home. Collapsed rather.
Into the beds. Yeah.
Yes.
And then the next day we bopped around our side of the resort for a little while so that Abby could take
Photos.
all the beautiful pictures.
So all the photos you see of me at Disney are taken by this one.
Me.
So yeah, we took photos of the resort and then went to Disney Springs
To do the proper shopping.
more shopping.
Mhm.
And then we went to go see A Magical Mermaid. And you know what, Lauren? I've been thinking. For the longest time, we've had what we call hashtag Jodie moment. And it's for Jodie Benson, the voice of the Little Mermaid.
Sure.
Now, Jodie, of course, is a very special person in our hearts. And we love Jodie so much. But I really feel like there's a lot of other mermaids out there that need to have their moment. And so I feel like...
Do you feel that it's time for the tide to turn?
I do. It's a new year and a new us, new season of the podcast, rather.
We're swimming with the current.
We are. And I'm cool with that. So, and plus, Jodie has not acknowledged our presence.
It's true.
So, there's that.
We're going to ride a new wave.
We are. Now, I picked something up at Disney World. For those just listening, it's a giant Little Mermaid bubble wand.
Lights up.
That lights up and is really fun.
And plays all the music.
It does. And it also releases bubbles into the air. And so I thought maybe we could just have a hashtag mermaid moment.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Yes, absolutely. Here for it. Play the thing. Oh, it just had to start over. And who doesn't love bubbles?
Okay.
There's
So-
bubbles in my
Oh no. So for our hashtag mermaid moment, I thought we could celebrate our friend Miss Luna Marie.
Yay!
Because we stayed at her house that night.
Y'all, oh my God, that was an experience. So Luna Marie, like, she isn't just a mermaid. She also has her own company that she runs out of her house called Crescent Creepers. Gorgeous. So much fun. But it's really, really funny because, like, if you know Crescent Creepers, like, you know what her work kind of looks like. And it's just outside of the norm. It's just that little bit of weird that you need in your life.
Yep.
And if you know Haley, she's like tatted head to toe.
Yep.
As is her husband. And so, you know, you have these like visions of these people. Like, you kind of know who they are and, like, you know the product that they sell. You got that in your head. We're driving to this house and I'm like, where are we? Because it is pure Florida suburbia that we are driving through.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's all these like average looking houses in this average looking neighborhood right next to a lake, which is really, really pretty.
Beautiful.
But I'm like, I don't understand. Like, where are we going? This clearly cannot be her house. It's too normal looking. And we drive up to this house and I'm like, are we sure? This is the address. I mean, okay. So and sure enough, they open the door. The garage is open because they work out of their garage. And like, I'm like, okay, that's still. And then you walk inside. I'm like, okay. This tracks. But I swear, from the outside, you never would know.
It's true. When you walk into their like main big room, there's a giant like pterodactyl on the wall. And outside there's a goose that they dress up seasonally.
Yeah, right.
Of course.
Appropriate.
Yes. And all their taxidermy has like, they have like party hats and like glasses and fun things on the, you know, like it's just, and she has 5 cats and 2 dogs and a chameleon named Carl. You got to
I got to hold Carl.
Yes.
Oh, that was fun.
So cute.
I like reptiles.
They're cute.
I do. I like reptiles. And so, yeah. Oh, he was great.
So precious. And so we got to spend some time with them. I watched Encanto for the first time at their house. I got to just hang out and have a lovely time. Yeah. And we just really love Miss Luna Marie and Crescent Creepers and Mike, her husband.
Oh, that was fun.
He's
And she made really good food.
Yes, she made us dinner.
Yeah, and again, vegetables, bodies,
vegetables.
Singing.
Yes, it was a salad.
It was a very nice evening.
Definitely needed that. Wow. Yeah. So it was really good. It's good to see our friends.
Yes.
And then the next day, we saw some more friends at Mer Taylor.
We got to go to his aquarium.
Oh, we went to the the Mer Taylor aquarium encounter. It was magical. And now they have the mermaid tank. It is there. It is installed.
I got a private tour.
Oh my gosh.
By Candy herself.
Wow. I love that.
She carted me all around, told me all about the aminos.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Yes, they have a really beautiful bird sanctuary. And then just all kinds of fishies and sharks and rays and touch tanks. And I mean, and it's just, oh my gosh.
I even saw Octavia, the octopus.
Octavia, the octopus. You got to see her?
Yeah, she was hanging out.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently she normally doesn't. She was just like hanging out in her little corner. I was like, hey, lady.
That was so cute.
Octavia, the octopus was out.
Oh my Lord.
I know. It was a very lucky visit for me.
Yes. Well, and when we got there, Eric was like, listen, you got to go to the back. Mom's trying to leave and she's got stuff for you. And I was like, what? And well, friends, there were 2 bags. One was from Sweet Justin Lutsky, our friend who collaborates with Submerge Underwater. He had messaged Candy, was like, well, I want to get something for Abby's birthday. You know better than I what she has and doesn't have, So, so they got me a present from Justin, and then Mer Taylor kind of matched it, and I brought it up here.
Oh, good. So. Abby reduced to squeaks again.
I did. I definitely spoke in squeaks myself.
There's a lot of squeak, Abby. Oh, and here's why.
There's a Mer Taylor tote bag in my colors. It's so pretty.
Pretty.
So I got this one first, and then Candy was like, well, we couldn't leave you without the complete set. So Then I got this one, which is a little smaller. And then I got this one, which is even smaller.
And I don't think you all understand. Abby loves these bags.
I love these tote bags. So much. I mean, it's the fabric from the Whimsy Tales, and so you can get it wet and it's fine, and you can literally stuff so much in these things.
Make great wet bags.
I mean, oh my gosh, it was such a fun surprise to get a fun new set of tote bags because I love them so much.
And they are perfect for you.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you were a thief this trip.
I know.
Damage.
So much
Pure damage.
All the treasures.
Yeah.
Whoa. Speaking of treasures, I also got this from Mer Taylor. A giant whale shark lovey.
Yay!
Because we went to the Georgia Aquarium, and they did not have any whale shark loveys to take home.
Eric informed us that there is probably a really good reason. There is still a lot of shipping delays and things going around. So, but look at him. Have you named him yet?
No, not yet. Still letting him sit,
Oh, maybe you should do a little contest.
Oh my gosh. Yes. If anyone has a name for my whale shark, you should send us a DM, Everyday Mermaid Podcast, or send us a voice message on the Anchor app. We haven't gotten any of those in a long time.
That's true.
So if you are just listening or watching or whatever, we do all of our podcasts through the Anchor app. So you can go to Anchor and leave us a voice message, and we can respond to that on the podcast. It's so cool. I love that. It's such a fun
really
thing.
Fun.
So you should send us a voice message with the name that you think we should name the whale shark. Ooh, I love him so much. Yeah. So
really cute.
Super fun. We had a lot of really fun visits with friends, and we got to see Chelsea Florida Mermaid, who's been on the podcast,
and she had us over to dinner
at
her house. She has all the animals too.
She does. She has lots of birds and doggies and all the things.
It was
turtles.
That was awesome because then they made us breakfast for dinner.
Oh, I just love breakfast for dinner.
If there's anything I love more than Italian food, it's breakfast.
So good.
I love breakfast.
Yeah, that was super fun. So we just got to really have a great time and visit with our mermaid Disney people, just all packed it all in.
Yeah, oh God, yes.
My gosh, it was so good.
And we shall do it again next year.
Huzzah!
I'm ready, baby.
Light me. Yeah, I really just had the most amazing birthday trip ever. And it was so fun getting to experience it with my Mergal pal, Lauren. So fun.
So good.
Well, Lauren, that was fun. We'll do it again.
Okay.
And then thank you to everyone for listening and kind of reliving this with us.
Thanks.
If you want to follow us, we're on Instagram at Everyday Mermaid Podcast, and be sure to subscribe to our podcast anywhere you listen. The Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, all those places. Hit the subscribe button. That helps us out a lot. And send us a voice message if you have some ideas for our whale shark friend over here.
That's true.
Well, Lauren, until next time, we will
see you on the flip side.
Bye,